talking a little bit more on specifically on your direction on music video as well. I think we both of us can tell that we met you with your videos for the kids that grew up on reggaeton by Tiny. How is it like the creative process? Do you pitch the ideas, or is it like they tell you what concept they wanna what they wanna
So
like?
yeah, great question. Great question. So it changes and it kind of varies, to be honest. But I always keep in mind that like I am here to bring an artist's vision to life, and it's their
Okay,
song and
right.
it is their video at the end of the day. Like I'm not going to tell you like no, like we have to keep this edit like that. Like this is my thing. It's like, dude, it's your song, whatever you want, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll give you
Your project.
recommendations.
You have the
Exactly. So I'm going to show you. I'll show you actually what my process was for the Dynasty videos, because this is exactly
Okay.
how the Dynasty went down. I'm just going to show you a little of a photo right here. This. So Tiny literally goes like, "Yo, I have this project coming out, and I want the project to feel like this. And he just showed me this photo. He's like, yo, I want it to be like this. And he just goes like that. He shows me this.
All right.
And I was like,
yeah, on the 90s.
Yeah, for the Dynasty. He's just like, I want
it was
the
a
project.
dream team.
Yeah, he's like, I
get that
the
concept.
to be that.
I get that concept to make it like the dream team of the 90s, to make it like that nostalgic and organic.
Exactly. Or like the Last Dance documentary. So he sends me the photo. He's like, yeah, like we're gonna do this like basketball thing. I think we're gonna make some jackets, and like this is the idea. Like we need to make this into a video. And I was like, all right, that's enough for me to know. So I just take that and I storyboarded the whole thing. I thought of like what the journey would be. I came up with ideas, and I tell him, I'm like, yo, and I sent him actually like a cartoon of like I took all the
like
songs, put them into a video. Yeah, and it's like, and you can watch like I have all the videos in my phone of just drawings that are happening as the songs are going. And I'm like, okay, so here, like we're going to the stadium. Here's like the confetti, and you can like see all the cartoons. And so all the videos are already edited and drawn out, storyboard, all in my phone. Yeah. So they were all in there. And I sent them to Tiny, and he was like, okay, like this is dope. Let's change this. I don't like this thing. And then we narrowed it down. And then of course, like on shoot day, like half of the things go out the window because it's always so fucking crazy. And I try my best to like stick to the original ideas, and that's how it normally works. And for the most part, now that I've been working with Tiny for longer, he kind of gives me the initial thing where he's like, yo, like for his new project that he's doing now, like yo, Lo Siento Bebe and the from the data.
Okay.
Album. I don't know how much I can say, I guess, because like I gotta be careful. Yeah. But
well, the account, the Instagram account for data archives is like public, so I think it's not so confidential right now.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll talk about that. But so for this project, he was like, yeah, like here's the inspo, like some Japanese stuff. I want to kind of do like this thing when you see logo stuff, and then I'll take that and I'll just come up with a bunch of mood boards and references, and I'm like, here's what I think we should do for fonts, ideas, live stuff, merch. Like,
yeah,
I'll put it all in there.
I can capture this style from the 90s.
It's a little bit in there, right? Yeah,
Japanese culture.
Exactly, dude. So then that's how it's been working lately, where he'll just be like, he'll say a few words or show me a couple. Even okay, so you guys know the video with Los Villas, I think is like that song.
Yeah, Si La Ves.
Yeah, Si La Ves. So Tony showed me again. He just showed me a photo and was like, "This is the idea for the video." And I'm like,
okay,
all right, that's all I need to know. And I try to like find the location, come up with some ideas, figure out the film style, and like for the most part, that's it. But the only ones we didn't do that for was Meta. I had to like come up with completely, like I had one day to think of the idea, so I came up with like, Meta on the fly, which turned out to be pretty sick. And then also Nada was like a mix of like kind of everyone. And then and Ivan and I worked on Lento together.
Yeah, that Lento, that's for me is like the best of all. All of them are good, but
that's your favorite
like
one?
This. No. I'm talking of the kids that grew up reggaeton. But Lento is like really crazy because it has like this sci-fi vibe, or also like mystery.
Yeah, that's a little more Ivan in there. Ivan works with Tiny and like Alexi's like the other creative guy. So I'll like tell him about ideas, and I think that was a big influence on that video. The sci-fi stuff was a lot of him coming up with that. But for the most part, it's always a collaboration. I will either ask them first, do you have any ideas? And if they're like, no, then I'll give you what I think is best. Or they'll be like, yeah, here's a photo, like do something around that. And I'm like, no problem. And then I figure it out, you know?
Okay,
so it's always a mix.